Hi guys, Tracy here. I'm just going to share with you guys my final page of my 2012 Project Life, and this is our my spread that is all about Elvin, the elf who lived with us for the month before Christmas. And so I want to share with you guys about that, and then I also want to talk a little bit about my thoughts for what I'm going to be doing for 2013 in terms of Project Life. So I'll start by talking about this. So this is my very first and only matchy-matchy Project Life layout. So what I did was I chose a bunch of papers, this Malibu paper from American Crafts Shoreline collection, which I have bought a whole bunch of in order to use with my Christmas stuff this year. It's a really pretty red and pink and white chevron. So that one features prominently in this spread. And then what I did was I actually cut out, okay, so there's a couple of things that I did here that I cheated for. So first of all, I wanted to use one of these page protectors that has one 4x6 and then the rest are all 3x4s. But because I had already scrapped the back with a page protector that was not like that, that's just your standard Design A. It's not actually, it's actually Echo Park, but it's like the Design A from Becky Higgins. So it's got two 4x6s, four 4x6s, and then the four 3x4s across the middle. So it looks like this on the other side, your standard, well, now that's a cheater, right? So I'll tell you how I cheated in a second. But so anyways, I wanted this one to look more like the other design card. I forget what it's called, the other design page protector that has one 4x6 and then all the rest are 3x4s. And then on this side, I wanted this one to all be 3x4s. And I don't even think that page protector that even exists. So I just made my own. So what I did was in all of the pockets that have 4x6s, I just use a piece of overhead transparency to hold my cards together so that they're not floating around in the page protector, and it looks like it's pocketed when it's not pocketed. Even though like here it's obvious that it's not because there's a picture behind it, but it looks like it's pocketed when even though it's not. I already said that. So anyways, I did cut a bunch of Instagram fold over Polaroid frames using the Malibu paper. So I cut a bunch of those, and then I grabbed this green and white chevron from my scraps. I don't even know who makes that. And then this is from the Crepe Paper Sleigh Ride Collection, Crepe Paper Sleigh Ride Collection, Crepe Paper Sleigh Ride Collection. And that's it. So those are all the papers that I used. And then I just spread them out so that they would be all over the 2-page spread. And then I printed up these are all Instagrams. They all use the same filter. It's the Valencia filter. And they're all printed the same size, which is 2.8 by 2.8, so it's almost 3x3. So that way there was some consistency to the whole spread. And I really like how it looks really consistent because it's very different than the rest of my Project Life. Is incredibly random with no consistency at all. So for the title, so I'm going to put this back in because I already showed you how I use the overhead transparency to cheat. So the title is Malibu paper from American Crafts Shoreline collection, but it's not in the collection. You have to buy it separate. And then these are thickers. I think these are shoebox thickers in green glitter. And then these are October Afternoon Mini Market stickers. And then these are Jenny Bolin letter stickers from one of the kits, the Studio Calico kits. So that is the title card, A Month with Alvin. And then here are the first 2 slots. Well, it's actually 1, but cheater for 2. I just used washi tape. So the other thing that I used the same 2 kinds of washi tape for the whole thing so that it didn't look, again, to kind of pull it together. So I used this red and white polka dot washi, which I think is from Smash, and then I used this green patterned washi, which is from my Mind's Eye. So just used washi and did some journaling, and I used a lot of roller date stamps on this too. So this is the happy, and it's using the American Crafts Christmas one. So Happy Holidays, November 25th, and some journaling about it. November 26th in one of those Instagram Polaroid frames that I made in my studio, in my silhouette. just kind of like a date stamp, washi tape, journaling, washi tape. This is a filler card, so this is just a sticker from the crepe paper sleigh ride collection, and I just used a piece of washi tape, journaling, and the date stamp. This is another filler card, and it's just a piece of that green chevron paper with stickers from, this is from the Echo Park Dear Santa collection. Just washi tape and no journaling or anything. This is just the date stamp, and then this is just washi tape with a date stamp. And then on this one, whoops. So this one is also full of cheaters, because this one is a Design A, Becky Higgins page protector. So washi tapes and journaling and a date stamp. This is a label sticker from the crepe paper sleigh ride collection, and then this is a little note that Alvin left for me, so I just used a paper clip to hold it in place, and you can pull it out and look at it if you wanted to. And then this is another one of those Polaroid frames that just fits in the pocket, and I used a date stamp. And then this one I just used washi tape above and below. Okay, so here's the middle. Another one of those Polaroid frames that just sticks in. These are really easy to use for Project Life because you just stick it in the pocket. It's so easy. Like, it's, this is what it is, and you just tape you glue your picture in place, fold it over, glue it, and stick it in. It's super easy. And then if you wanted to do some journaling on the bottom, you can. Date stamp and washi tape. This is a Santa sticker from the crepe paper. No, from the Echo Park Dear Santa collection that I just outlined. Just the washi tape and journaling. Oops, where am I at here? There we go. And then this is the bottom strip. Just washi tape on this one, washi tape and a date stamp on this one, and this one has just a date stamp and not even any washi tape. And then this one just uses Mini Market October Afternoon letter stickers in a variety of different colors to say see you next year, Alvin. And then this Alvin is in an old set of stickers that are called Jewelry Box, and they're shiny. So that is it. And I'm just going to pause the video for a second while I get my pages all in order, and then I'll come back and talk a little bit about 2013. Okay, so if anybody's interested, I did get a couple questions about this. My front pages and end pages for my Project Life binders, I don't decorate at all. I just put in the Becky Higgins title page and end page cards and just leave it as it is. And in this case, I just included, I had cut an extra Farewell 2012 with my Cameo, and so I just glued it on there because I had nothing else to do with it. But my front and back pages are basically, I don't do anything to them because I'm not a fan of title pages, as I think you might have noticed. Oops. So I did put my address on that just so that we'd remember in case we ever move houses or something, and a stamp on that one. So that's what that is. Then the only other thing that I wanted to mention about Project Life that I did a little bit differently, I went back and I changed one thing. But I did this in a couple of different places, in this book and in my Project Life fits into 2 albums. And so it used to be that this insert was over here, but I found that there was so much bulk because every insert that I had was always right here because that's where the rings are, right? So if you're going to have an insert, it's always kind of right by the edge. So in order to even out some of my bulky stuff, like for example, these are some pamphlets and stuff from some stores and a tour that we took, and there's just like a lot of layering and booklets and stuff in this. So whenever I had an insert like that was in the middle here and really adding to the bulk of the middle part of my binder, what I did was I took, and yeah, it means you're adding another page, so it is going to add a little bit, but it's just one page. So I took this piece of New York themed cardstock here, which I hadn't used. So it was just a leftover, and I took this out and I cut off the holes, and then, well, actually I think I sewed it in and then I cut off the holes. But anyways, I just sewed it down the edge of this so that it was over here on this edge instead of over here, and because I made it flip so that I could still like see both sides of it. So I did that on this one, and then there's another place that I did it where I just took a 12 by 12 page and I just sewed down the middle the size of a pocket that I needed, and I put everything down inside of that pocket, and it didn't flip. So sometimes I made it flip like this by adding a piece, an actual piece, like extra page protector, and sometimes I just took a regular 12 by 12 and just sewed down the side, and then I moved everything from here into this pocket and just put a piece of decorative paper here. It gives your eye a bit of a chance to rest too, because this page was quite busy with all of the building pictures here and all of the building pictures here. It was kind of a lot to take in. So this allows you to just kind of like look at these pictures and your eye rests a little bit, and you can have a look at this. And then you turn this over and you can kind of look at these pictures and your eye rests here, and this kind of like, I don't know, I like it better this way. And it also takes care of the bulk issue where bulk happens towards the middle and then your side pages kind of slump down like that. So I did that in several places in both albums. Yeah, I just went back after the fact to do that. So, and this is what both of my albums end up looking like even after doing that. There's still quite a bit more bulk here, and then they do kind of fall off to the side, but I don't mind. It's just, you know, it's just the way it is. So, and then I did use the Becky Higgins, so you'll notice that I've got a combination of things. I've got the cobalt binders, and I've got mostly clementine stuff inside of them, and then stuff from my stash, and then I printed up the cherry edition for my labels just because I liked it the best. So, regarding 2013 Project Life for me, I'm actually not going to be doing Project Life in 2013, and I write about my decision on my blog, which when I'm filming this I haven't posted yet. I've written most of it, but I haven't added some of the little pictures and stuff to it. So by the time this video goes live, there will probably be a blog post that I will link to in the information section for this video that just talks about why I decided not to do Project Life. I am still going to use Project Life products for mostly travel, although I don't think we'll be doing much traveling in 2013, but I'll be doing it. I do love using Project Life for travel and for special occasions. Like, it was really fun doing it at Christmas, but I think I've kind of captured enough of everyday life, and I don't really feel the need to capture it more than 1 year in a row. And I think that not doing Project Life on a regular basis throughout 2013 will free me up to do some of the things that I enjoy more, like layouts and that sort of thing, and not have to worry about feeling that I have to keep up with another project. And I've got a couple of other fun projects and things that I want to focus on for 2013 that I'll be sharing with you guys as I get the details. But basically, I've made the decision that I'm not going to do any design teamwork in 2013, and I'm not going to do Project Life because I just want to kind of simplify my crafting hobby a little bit. And I'm also working more hours in 2013 than I did in 2012. So I just want to make sure that I'm able to have the balance in life that I really want to have, and, you know, be happy about scrapbooking instead of finding it to be a chore. So thanks for following me through my Project Life journey through 2012. I've really, really appreciated everybody's kind comments and ideas and suggestions and feedback and all that kind of stuff that everybody has given me throughout the year. And if you guys have any questions or comments, just let me know. The other thing that I'll be doing is I'm going to be doing, because I won't be doing Project Life videos anymore, I'm going to keep on doing my process videos for most of my layouts. Although I'm probably only going to do one layout a week for 2013, and I was doing quite a bit more through most of 2012. So there will probably be fewer process videos just because there will be fewer layouts. And I have a project coming up that I'm going to be doing in February and March that I will share with you guys as all the steps along the way. And I think I'm going to do more things like camera reviews and printer reviews and just talking more about stuff like that I haven't really had a chance to do in 2012. So thanks so much for watching me and for supporting me in my project life over 2012. And good luck to everybody who is starting for 2013 or continuing project life through 2013. It is really a fun project, and I managed to stay caught up and not feel too behind or anything through most of it. And I really, really enjoy I love working with the products, and I love the process of pocketed page protectors for scrapbooking. So the reason I'm not doing Project Life for 2013 has nothing to do with Project Life or the process or anything like that. It's just I don't really have much desire to document my life in that much detail beyond the 1 year. And I do a lot of everyday scrapbooking layouts anyway, so I'm capturing a lot of those small moments just in my regular layouts. So again, thanks for watching, and have a good Happy New Year.